Hello everybody and welcome back to your favourite FIFA series on YouTube. It's Be a Goalkeeper episode 33. And if you say it isn't your favourite FIFA series on YouTube, stop lying to yourself. We all know it is. Come on, just embrace it a little bit. And now that you have embraced the fact that this is your favourite FIFA series on YouTube, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn your notifications on, and let's get into today's episode.
And here we go.
The first match of this episode is against Arsenal. Another London derby. Seems to happen on every episode. There's too many teams based in London. We need to mix it up a little bit. But Arsenal are going to be a very tough opponent. But we are at home, so hopefully we can give the fans what they want. A nice big win. We start off with Jared Bowen down the right side of the pitch. Pass across to Paqueta. And he finds the back of the net on the 16th minute. Going into the 17th. What a beautiful run. But a pass from, I think it's Adeyemi, to Jared Bowen. The space was just there. Acres of it. No one near him. And he charges into the box and sees Paqueta make his way into the centre. Easy enough pass, no one defending it. And he hits it first time straight past Ramsdale, who probably should be saving it. He gets down pretty quickly, just can't get his hands to the ball at all. Actually, it goes over his hands. Pretty poor goalkeeping in the end. Now Arsenal with their first attempt. That's a pretty poor effort from Odegaard, but this time they tried a spinning shot. Another easy gather for myself, but they are giving us a bit of trouble at the beginning here. A nice little block, and that is where the first half ends. Arsenal have had the majority of the possession, but they haven't got the goal, and we are leading. Very lucky, you could say, only one shot on target, but now Arsenal continue the second half how they started the first with another decent effort, which I am there to make the save. Now finally we're in Arsenal's box. I don't know why it's not shot there, but the ball finds its way to Adeyemi. Good block, but it falls to Paqueta, and it's straight at Ramsdale, and he gathers it up nicely. Now Arsenal with a chance, a little pass across, sweaty goal, and it's all tied up now 1-1, and just don't look at my positioning because it's absolutely horrible because I should not be in that position. I don't think I would have saved it anyway, but I'm always predicting the near post shot because I get caught out all the time at the near post, but I overcover it big time, leave that massive space there, dive after the ball's already nestled in the back of the net. Terrible dive. But we need to have a quick look at how this move started off. Vazquez with a little cheeky flick between Alonso. Nutmegs him. See you later, boy. But now Arsenal on the attack again. They get exactly the same goal. A carbon copy 5 minutes later to put him into the lead. And this one I had no chance once again. My position was better this time, but tucks it into the bottom corner. Martinelli with the goal. Runs all the way to the halfway line to be super toxic, but starts off with Saka. Passes into the box. I don't know who that is, but he plays it across. One more pass, and then Martinelli just taps it in. Defenders nowhere to be seen. The gap was massive between the two of them, and it's a decent goal to be fair. Got to give it to him, but 2-1 down with a little bit of time left to get back into this game. 88th minute now, and then I can see another one. To be fair, I'm fuming because the game wouldn't let me charge out. As you all know, if you hold triangle or Y, your keeper should rush the ball, but for some reason he starts and then he stops and it leaves a massive gap at that near post, and Odegaard is there just to tap it in for the easiest goal he's ever going to score. And now we're 3-1 down. But you can see a Saka little pass mistake from Kira, I believe, and then Odegaard is there, but you can see I start making the movement towards the ball and he just stops dead and just stands there like a little muppet, to be honest, and dived the wrong way to add insult to injury. So 3-1, and then I get subbed off. Probably fully deserve it. Only make 3 saves out of 9. Not the best, and we do go on to lose the game. We didn't do anything. 36% possession. Shocking stuff. But now we have a few international friendlies, which obviously I do not play because they do not matter. The first game is against Canada, and we do go on to win the game 1-0. Absolute dominant performance from England. I come on in the 62nd minute. Keep a clean sheet. Now 4-0 against Ireland currently. Jump to results, and we win 6-1. So I do concede another easy game. Absolutely dominated our local rivals, and you love to see that. Now we are back to the Premier League against Leeds United away from home, and we need a big response after that defeat from Arsenal. We need to show what we're really about in this match, but Leeds are the first ones on the attack. I'm there to make the save. Don't catch it, parry out a little bit nervous. Then Notto strikes it and finds that top corner. 33 minutes on the clock. It's an absolute power ball past me into that side netting. 1-0. It's a decent strike. I'm a little bit frustrated because I think I take a little step to my right and get caught out a little bit, just a little tiny bit, but he takes a nice little touch, sets himself well as it past me. Southampton can't quite get there in time to block it, and it curls into that side net, and I don't think I stand a chance anyway. Position could be a little bit better. Now into the 37 minutes, our first attack of the game, straight down the goalkeeper's throat, easy for him to gather up, and we do go into the half-time interval, 1-0 down, which hasn't happened in a long time, but here we are, we have to rally back and get ourselves back into this game. 51 minutes, and they score another one. It's Notto once more, and this one I definitely should be saving. Not a lot of power, he just finished it straight past me. I am moving that way, but again, get caught out. We're 2-0 down against Leeds. You don't expect it. Leeds aren't the greatest team, but Notto is a superstar in the making, performs so well. You can see him pass on the edge of the box, he's in the box, no one near him, and just kind of finesse it straight past me. I'm nowhere near it. I am moving that way, so I'm a little bit frustrated the goalkeeper didn't dive properly. It's kind of like a half attempt at a dive, doesn't quite put the effort into it, falls to the floor. So we're 2-0 down, it could get much worse. Notto for his hat-trick, but I'm there to make the save. Another parry. A decent clearance out, but Leeds win the ball back, and they're on the attack once more. Try long range, it catches me out because I am moving the wrong way, and this keeps happening to me so often, and I'm getting so frustrated. It's Bruno Guimaraes, obviously signed from Newcastle by the looks of it. The clearance was okay, the little header out, plays it to him, he hits it pretty quickly. I think it's going the other way because Kira's going to block it, but he doesn't, and it curls into that side, and I should be saving it. I make a futile dive for the ball, nowhere near it, and we're 3-0 down against Leeds. We have done nothing this whole game until Camavinga gets us a goal back, powers it straight past the goalkeeper, gather the ball. No, he runs off to celebrate. I know he doesn't score very often, but we need to get back into the game. We've only got 20 minutes left. He runs over to celebrate though.
Look into my eyes, look into my eyes.
This time it's the Leeds defence that are very questionable. A little pass from Adeyemi, I think it is, and Camavinga just charges from the midfield. No one tracks him back. He hits it as hard as he can, straight past Hideki, who's a decent goalkeeper, but he cannot get close to the ball. 3-1, so we have plenty of time left to get back into this game, but Leeds are on the attack once more. A decent little volley, but I'm there to gather up, and then I get subbed off, obviously. Only one save, which is a lie.
What happened?
Then we lose 5-2. Adeyemi scores in the 82nd minute to get us back into this game. Then Notto gets his hat-trick in the 83rd minute. Not the result we wanted, but we need to let that go now. We have a big game against Monaco. Even though we don't really need to win, we have already qualified from the group in the Europa League. But away from home, it would be a good chance to show us what we're really about. Adeyemi with a long range on his right foot this time. Easy enough for the goalkeeper to save. Monaco's first chance of the game. Tries fitting in the near post. And I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I really don't. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I've lost all my ability. It has dropped away from me. And again, I don't think it get much worse at the moment. These last two episodes, I have been struggling big time. Maybe I'm not concentrating enough, but I charge out a little bit, hold my ground, and somehow through two defenders and me, he slips it in at a near post perfectly, nowhere near it in the end, and we're 1-0 down already. Maybe it's time for me to hang up my boots, because I don't perform until now. I do get forced into a save. A decent save. Now Monaco with a little corner. Look at this for a save. This is a fantastic save, by the way. It didn't matter anyway because it's a free kick in the end. The ball phases through his head, and look at this. A little thumbs up to save it. Beautiful save. I just don't do it very often, apparently. Now we get a free kick in the 40th minutes. Paqueta steps up, and somehow he nearly finds that top corner from that far out. That is ridiculous attempt and a worldie of a save from the Monaco goalkeeper. How has he got the power to find that top corner? Look how quick he moves across the line. Fingertips, push it wide. Beautiful save, beautiful strike. But we do go into the half-time interval, losing once again because of myself. We haven't really turned up anywhere else on the pitch, but I definitely haven't turned up. Monaco started the second half with a decent strike from Minamino, and it just slips past that corner. It is so close. I think I would have saved it. Again, you don't really expect him to strike the ball facing away from goal, but then he finds that bottom corner. I definitely would have saved it. I'm putting all my money on that one. I would have saved this one. 63rd minute, we try a long range from Bowen, and then I get subbed off. Obviously, David Moyes does not like me, and look at his stats. Absolutely immaculate. Wouldn't expect anything less, and we do actually go on to lose the game 3-1. I only conceded one. The substitute goalkeeper is just as bad as me, so no wonder I'm first team. I don't have a clue what's going on. Now we move on to the last game of the episode against Southampton, and we need to win. We haven't won one game yet. We start off a game with Sumendi with a strike. Goalkeeper makes a save, and I get ball played to me by Kufau here. A little hospital pass. I'm under pressure, all sorts of pressure. Close down, still holding to the ball byline. Choose to keep it in, try to clear it, get tackled, and he passes it across. A diving header, and we lose it 1-0 again. And I just don't want to talk about it. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I did so well. Soufal didn't help me at all with the hospital pass. Not once but twice I got passed under pressure, and I should have just cleared it. I should have kicked out for a corner, throw in, anything, but I tried being smart with it. Get tackled by two players pretty much, and he chips it across. Little diving header. Kira can't get there, and we're 1-0 down at home, and I might just retire. I am definitely going to get booed by the home fans, and maybe some of you in the comments. But feel free, because I know how horrible I've been at the moment. But we have to get back into this game. Adeyemi steps up and gets us back into this game. 11 minutes on the clock, all tied up 1-1. A beautiful pass from Paqueta, and Adeyemi getting the goal on his left foot. These two are absolutely performing out of their skin at the moment, keeping us in every game we play. Beautiful, and we love to see it. We need him to keep doing what they're doing. The strike past the goalkeeper doesn't really stand a chance. It's a little bit too close to him for my liking, but it doesn't matter as long as it goes back into the net. And then I make a fantastic save. This one's going in all day, every day of the week, and I dive across my line. Good strong hand, my right hand. Maybe I should have saved my left one, but either way, keep the ball out just a fingertip, pushing it out wide for the corner. Now we're back on the attack. Adeyemi with a strike gets blocked, and a Paqueta with a header at the near post. Goalkeeper just holds it tightly like it's his newborn child, and then I can see another one. This one is another one I'm absolutely fuming at, because I knew which way he was going to go. Kira has run all the way back to the 60-yard box for some reason, have no idea why, and Smallbone of all people scores. I don't even know who he is, but he's got a ridiculous name. And yeah, I dive. You can see the movement here. The ball's played beautifully, the power's on it, but look, there's a little movement here, and he stutters. If he dived when I told him to dive, he would have saved it, and he just chooses, look at, saved it, nope. Backed out of it, lets him score. 2-1 down now to the 41st minute, just before half time. Camavinga passes to Paqueta, and he finds that side net in, making it 2-2. Beautiful strike again though. Camavinga involved, little pass across, and Paqueta hits it first time. It's a decent finish, no keeper is saving it, the power is there, all from that left side of the pitch. Pass after pass, hits it, wellies it on left footed, flies straight past the keeper, nestles into that side netting, and it's all level. I am hoping we can just keep it this way for a little bit now. Into added time of the first half, Smallbone once more hits it above me into that bottom corner, and don't want to talk about it. How have I conceded another goal like that? Literally, the referee should have blown the whistle anyway. 48th minute, that's not +2. The referee can't even count. Smallbone runs over to his manager to give him a hug. It's an okay strike, but he has the space. He's under pressure from Camavinga, and he like scoops it above me, and I can't get anywhere near it. From the looks of it, I'm a little bit too far off my line, but look at the movement on that ball. I'm at full stretch, nowhere near it, and somehow it loops down into that bottom corner. That is where we end the first half, 3-2. What a game this has been if you're not a goalkeeper or a defender, apparently. If you're a striker, you're absolutely loving it. Into the second half now, Paqueta passes across to Zuamendi, a little flick to Bowen, strikes it at the near post, easy for the goalkeeper, and Adeyemi once more could pass it to Camavinga, but chooses to chip it for some reason. Horrible decision from him. They tried cheeky chipping me from that far out, and then I get subbed off, obviously. How are we looking today? 5 shots against 2 saves, and we do go on to lose the game 3-2, so we have lost every game in this episode, and most of it is my fault, so I have to apologise to everyone. I have just been having stinker after stinker in these games. I need to look at myself in the mirror, long hard look, and figure out what has gone wrong. But anyway, that is the end of today's episode. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and as always, look after yourself, stay safe, and I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.